Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be looking at something that's pretty small in size, but not very small in power. It's like the ladies say about me. A realistic Minimus 7. We're going to go to RadioShack in 2022. It's quite rainy today. Start the Pontiac. Oh, starts right up just like a top. So I figure first we gotta go and get gas because it's like 40 minutes away. So I have to go the opposite way to go get gas. But whatever. This is where I go for gas every day. That'll do. This is gonna be a long, boring ride.
The next left onto West Locust Street, then your destination will be on the left.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, I see the RadioShack sign.
Your destination is on the left.
Doo-doo-doo. So there it is, one of the last RadioShacks. Ooh, that could come in handy. Enamel-coated magnet wire. PCBs. Breadboard. Oh, there's something I'm gonna have to get. Can't walk out of here without that. How about some flux? Okay. Oh man. Yeah, I will be coming back. Sarah in there was super nice. We're in Fairbury, Illinois. Absolutely beautiful town. That's a nice car. So yep, I will be returning very soon. Thank you. Well, alright, I had a great trip going down there. Sarah was absolutely awesome. Had a really fun time. I actually bought a couple of things that I needed. So here are the speakers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take them apart and kind of clean out the front side. And then go ahead and take one of these speakers out and then get to the crossover, because there's a capacitor in these crossovers that are known for going bad. And so this is going to be a part one. We're going to take this out, figure out what kind of capacitor we need. Maybe we can go back to RadioShack and get that capacitor, because I did notice that they did have a couple of audio quality capacitors there. And we'll just switch them out and then we'll see. But so part one's going to be taking this apart, cleaning this out a little bit, maybe cleaning the exterior of both of them. And then we'll do a before. We're going to hook these up to the Yamaha and give a listen to them, see how they sound. And then in part two, we will replace those capacitors, do whatever else we need to do, maybe add some polyfill or something. And then we will do another test after we put in the capacitors and all that. So all right, without further ado, let's get down to it. These usually, you can just take and kind of pry these off. Don't be afraid. You hear little cracks and things like that, don't worry. It happens. All right, so there we go. Ooh. This thing probably hasn't been opened since 1987. Yummy. Oh, geez Louise, is that dirty. I'm imagining this one's going to be no different. Okay, now you want to be careful doing that. See what I did? I guess we got lucky, but I could have punctured that very easily. These are incredibly dirty. Well, alright, I might do some cleaning off camera, and then we'll come back and we will pop this woofer out and see what size the capacitor is that we're going to need. Can't believe I scratched that like that. That's why you got to kind of be careful too. Well, alright, so I kind of cleaned these up as best as I could. I didn't want to go too crazy. That's a paper cone. So I just kind of took some disinfectant, or a cleaning wipe I should say, and kind of went over it and then went back through with some Q-tips. So let's go ahead and pull these woofers out and see what we're working with in there. See what we're going to have to replace for our part 2. Okay. Oh, that's a nice driver. Nice and chunky. Move this. Alrighty. So here's the driver. It actually seems to be very good quality. I've tested both of these and I feel zero amount of drag or coil. They feel great. So there's that. But now kind of what we're here for, man, talk about a nice enclosure. You can kind of see the big old magnet of the tweeter in there. Let's go ahead and pull this polyfill out. And it does have a coil. So this doesn't put it in the very early ones. Now that we have some light, you see a coil and an electrolytic capacitor. The value of that is 4.7 microfarad, which they did have at RadioShack, I believe. So it looks like we know what we're going to go ahead and have to do for part 2. I might throw a little bit of extra polyfill in there. This is the polyfill that was in there. It's got some yellowing on it. I don't know what that's from. Might throw a little bit extra polyfill in there. But I'm just going to keep these drivers. There's nothing wrong with them. They are seem to be very good quality. You can still see that there's some water on here, but I took and cleaned these up. And we'll let those dry out. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these back together, and then we'll take them upstairs and we'll see what they sound like on the Yamaha. Should sound pretty good. Alright, so here's test 1. This is Late Truth from Audio Hertz. Now for a little bit of fun, we're going to add subwoofer just to see how it sounds different. not too bad.